People struggling with anxiety often struggle with the word acceptance because it usually gets taken to one of two extremes. On the one hand, you might take acceptance to mean, well, this is just how you are now, so get used to it. And on the other, acceptance gets condensed down into a technique where you think, well, if I just accept it, then it will go away. And there is a delicate balance that we need to find because actually it's neither one of those. The problem with these extremes is that it keeps us focused on the struggle with anxiety. If we take acceptance to mean resignation, in that, well, I just have to live like this forever, it can feel hopeless and discouraging, and it makes us feel like, what's the point? On the other hand, if we interpret acceptance to mean, well, if I just do this, then anxiety will go away, we turn it into another form of control and management and avoidance. And this is the problem a lot of people fall into, because when we treat acceptance like a technique and we think, well, if I just do it, then it goes away, it actually fuels more checking and more monitoring of the anxiety because we're checking to see, has it worked yet? It's that constant monitoring that actually keeps your anxiety front and center of your attention. And even though I'm trained in acceptance and commitment therapy, I very rarely use that word in my practice. A much more helpful way to look at this would be, how are you trying to resist, avoid, or control your anxiety and your symptoms and your thoughts? It's much more productive to look at the process rather than the outcome. Now, change tends to follow, but it's actually a byproduct rather than something that you force yourself into. So if you've been told that acceptance means just get used to it and this is how you are now, I'm sorry, that isn't the approach. And if you've been told to accept anxiety so that it stops, that is what's keeping you in a cycle. This is where people get frustrated as well, because they will say, oh, I'm trying everything to accept it, but it's still here. And what they've done is they've turned it into a technique. Acceptance isn't a thing that you do. It is a skill that we practice and get good at over time, like learning to ride a bike or play guitar or bake for the first time. Change does come, but we don't want it to become another thing that we use to try and resist and fight our anxiety. We want it to be about learning where to place our effort and energy in a way that actually helps us.